coffee is ready. Nine o'clock Monday morning, just pulling out from the site. We had a nice slower morning. We're gonna head down Catfish Lake and then a little 80-meter portage into Narrowbag. And then we portage a nice 2,345 meters to warm up the old legs and the back and the shoulders. And then we just go down the Petawawa and we'll end up in Cedar Lake. So nothing too crazy, should be a beautiful day. It was calling for rain, but nothing.
All those needles?
Yeah, they're not out as wide yet, so I don't think we can Rook, hey, come here. Come. Portage. Headed towards the Petawawa River. Just finished the 170-meter portage, and now we have the 2,345 into the Petawawa River around Stacks Raps. And this is famously known as Unicorn Hill coming up, where people coming in from Brent or Cedar Lake have to ascend close to 100 meters over a series of portages. And Unicorn Hill alone is like 60 to 70 meters. Luckily, we're going the other way. So about half, we only climb about 10-15 meters total for about half the portage, and then the second half, it goes straight down. You can hear the rapids right by our side here, so I'm gonna go through the woods and check them out, see what I can find down here. Rook found them. Come on, come around. Hi guys.
You know for clothes?
I'd say no, not really. You just begun. Nice to have the sun coming through. Boardwalk's a little slippery, but it's nice. So we're at the bottom of the portage, The campsite is a little bit past the put-in, so I think the put-in's just over there. But this is the campsite. I would probably not recommend booking this one. It's the bottom of the 2,345. I mean, if you're on your own and you're near the end of the day, there is 2 tent pads. And it is beautiful down by the water, but I know that there's a lot better sites. So we passed a group of kids from Arrowhaun, and respect for them going up Unicorn Hill. So Arrowhaun, good job taking your kids out here, making them climb a big hill and doing a good job. They are double carrying, which means 2,345 times 3. So that's like 7,000 meters. So that's basically what we did yesterday, and they're doing it all right now. I don't know what that is. There's a beautiful river trout. What is that thing?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know what kind of fish that is. There is
like gold scales, man.
Cool.
You can probably hear in the background that we are at the highest waterfall in Algonquin Park on the 300-meter portage on the Petawawa River, headed to Cedar. It is gorgeous.
These are the tallest waterfalls in all of Algonquin Park. It's really hard to see, obviously, from back here, but they're beautiful. Just finished the 300-meter portage. Graeme and Rook. Boys are just loading up back there. And then we're just gonna head down the Petawawa a little farther for a 700-ish meter portage over another set of falls. And then we'll be in Cedar Lake.
All right, we're on the 700-meter now. And it's a nice straight shot, real chill, no problems whatsoever. So I'm just walking to the top of the falls here to get a peep. And the other guys are still portaging back, so figured it'd be a nice stop for a break and come check out the top of these waterfalls. Like them, Maria? Like them, Marky? Whoa. These are huge. Look at these things. Wow. We're just here at the waterfalls. Yeah, enjoying life. Having fun on the trail with my best pal, and the rest are coming. There's Noe coming up. Rook sees everybody else. All right, we're on Cedar Lake now, and just have to go to the Algonquin Outfitters tomorrow morning to get our food drop that we originally had planned, because we didn't want to take it up the Nipissing, but we had already sent it, so we have to go get it there tomorrow morning. We made an appointment with them. They're not really running right now, but if you call ahead and arrange it, then like give well ahead of time. We're just gonna look for a site on Cedar and see how things go the rest of the day. We got a site.
We got a site.
On Cedar Lake.
On Cedar Lake.
Right across from the
Right across from the
Algonquin Outfitters.
The Algonquin Outfitters.
Kieran busted a seat.
Slow it down.
Oh, and
Kieran busted a seat.
accidentally.
Accidentally. silly.
It actually like looked busted even before we picked it up.
I know. It was riding low. I don't know if this is better, but
This is much better.
there's no...
I appreciate
Where'd
it.
the dog go?
He was literally standing right behind you.
That's
Where'd the
funny.
dog go? Alright, we're going on a firewood mission. Oftentimes at sites, you don't have a lot of good firewood and people do silly things like chop down green trees and then try to burn them and get frustrated. Sometimes the best thing to do is if you're at a land site, you go really, really deep in and then you try to find something that's nice and hard that you can cut down that's already dead and on the ground and has aged a little bit. The second option is to paddle along the shore and try and find stuff that way. So we're going deeper into the woods this time and I'm gonna try to find my axe because I left it out here. And then I've been sawing some logs. Oh, there it is. A lot of times the good sites are stripped of wood because people have been just using it over time, but we are on Cedar Lake and there's a really big forest. So Noah and I are out here finding some good firewood. So initially you might look at this wood and think, wow, that's great, but look at that. It's just soft. You just have to keep looking. You have to be patient. And so eventually we found some stuff that is quite nice. And you can see here, we've just been sawing it and it's nice and hard. And so we cut it into these smaller manageable pieces so that it burns nice and even. Hello.
Doing a little tarp rearrange for the storm.
What's happening?
Well, I always think there's a storm coming.
So why are you moving the tarp?
Well, the fire pit's over here, so we just collected so much wood, meaning you guys did. So I thought we could move the tarp so we could still have a small little tiny fire and be covered under the tarp.
That tree?
That tree.
It's fine. Unless we
tied to
loosen
this.
that one and pull that
Pull
one
it.
tighter.
That's what needs to happen. Yeah.
So you can see that the string comes all the way down over here. However, right around here we ran out. So what we did is we made a bight and we did a trucker's hitch using the extra rope from the clothesline. And so down here, this right here is all the extra from the clothesline that was just hanging there. But what I did is I put a stop knot on the quick release. So you can see right here, it's just an underhand loop that goes over the quick release on the trucker's hitch, and that bight holds it in place. So now you can use that extra string, and we used it for a actual trucker's hitch here as well. And so this is your quick release right here. So if I pull this, it releases everything.
We're gonna put a canoe right there,
Nice.
around there, and then we're gonna set and put all the wood underneath to protect it from the rain.
Calm before the storm. Beautiful. Oh. Whoa. Huge lightning over there.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah, it's moving that way.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's coming that way too.
Seriously.
The raindrops.
How you doing, Cait?
I'm doing much better that I got this tarp up in a good spot.
It has arrived. The storm has arrived. Kieran's got the fire master going here.
Branch manager tonight.
He's managing those branches pretty well.
I am stirring up some beef jerky with some dried vegetables. I think it's pepper and zucchini. And Cait is making us ramen.
All right, we are on Cedar Lake, making our way to Algonquin Outfitters to officially begin our stretch of the Meanest Link. We did not get down the Nipissing due to an injury. We came up through Opeongo, so now we are headed over to Algonquin Outfitters to pick up some of our food drop that we sent a while ago. I think one of the problems with the seat is that it's coming from the side too.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
It's not the...
Can you tighten it with your tool?
I can try. I have like a little Leatherman that may be able to help us.
If you thought we were top heavy before, take a look at us now.
Oh my gosh.
No waves are tipping this boat. We're making waves, dog. We're making waves.
That loon is half drowning now in the front.
The net?
You guys are riding.
I'll explain why we're riding. Maybe a little camera thing.
Why?
Not just me, there's a bag up here too.
So yesterday, I'm saying the seat broke on Kieran. Kieran did not break the seat.
Thank you.
It was semi-faulty when we picked it
Yeah,
up.
it was already cracked.
But we're all too Canadian to say anything, so we're like, oh, hope for the best. And so we've slid a little dry bag underneath the seat there, so Kieran's working with what he's got up there. We appreciate it. What do you got there, no?
Got a yoke bag. Jake hooked us up.
Jake is a legend.
Yeah, Jake from Brent, email me. Call him before you need something from here.
What's that?
Email Jake, call Jake before you need something from Brent Outfitters in Algonquin.
Don't just show up and expect
Don't just
to
show
be
up.
given everything.
You got a food drop, make sure you ask if he needs you to bring him anything.
Quart of milk goes a long way.
Kieran's so pumped. Thank you so much, Jake, for helping us with our broken seat. What's that? No. Like thunder, lightning, or just rain?
Yeah, but wind this morning up to 50 kilometer gust.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, I'm saying that was yesterday.
All right, we better hustle then.
I just keep taking like deep breaths. It smells so good. We have like a fresh rain smell with pine and like greenery, like fresh wet grass, but not the bad wet grass. It's just, oh, it's so good. Rook likes the smell too. His nose has been up in the air. We're just cruising down the Petawawa River. We did the first portage and now we are heading up for our second one.
Up the hill. From the Petawawa to Surprise Rapids. Let me just get my footing straight here. Oh, a little muddy here. I was able to get around most of it. Nice. Suddenly a lot of the portages now are a lot more rocky. They've been more path straight, but now we're a little bit more rugged, I think, or a little bit more in there. It's good to just work around the rocks and be careful. Oftentimes, rocks are worse because they can be slippery, so you try to work around them. So like right here, I'm gonna step through and over them, not so much on the rocks.
Ooh, that's a good one. Wow, that's a good one.
It is. It's a really nice one.
Nice. Nice.
Nice little fish on the Petawawa River. It just like started to like come in right here.
What'd you get, Kieran?
I caught a big stick, but it got off. Too bad.
We're coming up to the CNR Railway. It's an older railway. Coming up to our last portage. Finishing up here on the Petawawa.
Good job, Kate.
Hi.
Keep it going. Just a little rocky, swampy hill to climb. Let's see what we can do. You too know. This hill just continues. So steep. Yeah? Thanks. Kate just yelling back that the bridge is slippery. So, gotta really be cautious and stand straight up on it and go slow. Dying here. Really struggling. Need a break. Good spot. Up on the right. Except there's a rock. So I'm gonna keep going. When was the last time we did something truly ridiculous or truly difficult? Just because. Here comes Noah. You need a break, Noah, or you're gonna keep rocking?
I think I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. See what I mean? Noah's just choosing to do this. He's choosing to go past me, continue to portage, and just do something hard just because. I love it. Better get going. So this is my pack. I carry this every time I carry the canoe. It's 115 liters. Has all of our dry stuff, but it's heavy. And it lets me know. And we made it. Sleepy boy.
So Noah and Kieran are crossing this little bay to go check if the beach site's available. I'm sitting here and I can see that there's an upside down green canoe. But it's fine, they're just double checking. But like, they're pretty much docked at the beach by now. And they're still not sure if it's a bush or a green canoe. It can't be a bush, it's a different shade of green. So they gave us the come signal, which is waving a paddle. But I still just don't believe them. So we're now starting our way across this bay, giving up 2 sites. Hopefully they're still available.
It's a bush.
I can't.
It has to be a bush. It has to be a bush.
I wish I could zoom. Like, that is a green canoe upside down. I swear. Still looks like a green canoe, and they're not getting out of their boat. So I just don't believe them still.
There they are.
Oh, they did. There's Kieran. Wow. I need to make an amendment to my previous rant. It's not a green canoe. It's a bush. It just looks so much like a canoe. But they did the signal and now we're paddling over. They've made it to shore. I can see them carrying things onto the land. So this is my official apology. Kieran and Noah, you guys are awesome and I messed up. And this looks like a dope site. Sorry.
Is it a good site?
Okay,
Yeah, I knew it wasn't a canoe when we got to like the.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But then we were checking the side. Just want to make sure there weren't any tents.
Sick!
We're at our site for day 4, and it's been a wild ride since we got here. We arrived with some beautiful sunshine, and it was gorgeous. And then, as you can see now, we're in the aftermath of some crazy rain, and we had a little bit of a tarp trouble. We tried to switch things up because we thought it would help us with cooking, but it ended up us just trying to put the tarp together in some pouring rain. So we just tried to figure that out. We jumped in the tents for a little bit, and now we're back out, and Kate's gonna make us some dinner. It was really beautiful and sunny, and we're on a beach site, but we didn't get any of that because we were just having some fun. You have a bit of a low moment?
I was quite angry at the tarp and the rain, thinking it was stupid to change and I shouldn't have suggested it. But I'm under a tarp now.
Radiant Lake. It is on the north side. It's about the 3rd site. It's sandwiched in between the others, and you can't miss it. It's easy to identify because there's a really cute dog just sitting on the beach the whole time. It was literally like all of a sudden there was a storm coming from back there, and our tarp was situated for it rain from the other direction, so we were starting to change it, and then all of a sudden we were just getting poured on, and we were all in our day clothes and we weren't really prepared for it, so that was a little bit funny. But the storm passed, and now there's like some mist on the water, and like look at this beach, it's so nice.